What's up, YouTube? Copy 7789 here. Um, Coming at you guys, excuse me, with the last deck that I'm going to be covering in the deck analysis series. And of course, it's going to be Heroes. Um, Now, the main reason I wanted to cover Heroes as the last one is because it made a splash a little while ago in the meta here in the TCG after Joji Orlando got fourth place with them at YCS Long Beach. But then after that, it really just, kind of fell off. Um, and then it's always been a huge deck in the OCG. Um, and then now with the release of this guy, Elemental Hero Escurideo coming up, um, I think the deck is going to gain some popularity again. Um, so yeah, there's really about two or three different ways to play this deck. I kind of have it shown here as more of like a bubble beat kind of thing, where would only be the 7 monsters that you run, and you just focus on toolboxing with Stratos and Bubble Man and Miracle Fusions and getting pluses off of it. But then you can also obviously run it as more of like a stun kind of deck with Thunder Kings and Snowman Eaters and stuff like that. Um, and yeah. And then there's also the OCG now has, from what I understand, they've been using the Hero Lives version where they use it to special summon Stratos. You get, I guess you get Bubble Man or something from your deck. You special summon Bubble Man, and then I don't know if either you go into Blade Armor Ninja or Heroic Champion Excalibur. Um, then you Warrior Returning Alive to get back Stratos, normal summon it, search out another Bubble Man, and so on and so forth. Which can be pretty devastating. And if you have a Miracle Fusion to go along with it, it can just be incredible what you can do. So this deck definitely has a lot of potential. Um, and the one card I didn't put up here that I probably should have put up, and I wasn't, honestly, when I was just getting some of these cards up on the screen here together, I wasn't even really thinking about it. Um, you have super polymerization now, where because of Escurideo coming out, you can cover each type of monster. You've got Zero for Waters, Escurideo for Dark now, Gaia for Earth, Great Tornado for Wind, Nova Master for Fire, and of course the Shining. And that's huge, at least in my opinion. You know, it's just incredible that Super Poly is basically now going to be a staple in the deck. And I think that's why this deck has a chance to, um, you know, if they don't hit it on the ban list at all, it has a chance to be probably the top deck um, in the format because of cards like Super Polymerization. And if they don't ban Future Fusion, then you got Future Fusion as well that can just put this deck over the top. So yeah. I've played Heroes before. They are a pretty good deck type. For this kind of a deck, it doesn't run many monsters, so have to know when to make the optimal plays, like which fusions to go for, when to make the fusions, and so on and so forth. Um, and then like which exceed monsters you want to go for, and all that good stuff. The deck has a lot of searchability, which is what makes it, I think, a pretty good deck. And then on top of having searchability, it can also explode on certain occasions if you have the right cards for it. Um, it's really easy to just toolbox everything with the deck, and it's really, really easy to control the field with a deck like this. Now, I think there's decks out at the moment that control the field better than Heroes do, but um, I also think that I also think that it still has a shot because I think Konami's going to hit some of these other decks. Excuse me. I think Konami's going to hit some of these other decks as well. Like I said, I think um, I don't know. As far as the ban list is concerned, with this deck, I honestly don't see them hitting Stratos. I don't see them banning it. I understand it's a +1. However, I think if you ban Stratos, it just completely destroys the archetype in and of itself. And one of the cards I could see them hitting is Miracle Fusion. I could see that either going to 2 or even 1, honestly. Um, but I think the one card that they absolutely need to hit is Super Polymerization, because I believe that card is just going to put them over the top now that they have all the attributes that they can use. So it was really just they didn't have Dark, so a lot of people weren't using it, and now that they have the Dark Elemental Hero monster to interrupt the opponent's plays, it just gets it just becomes insane in my opinion. And the fact that Super Poly cannot be negated whatsoever, I think, is just why it needs to be touched. So yeah, that is it, guys. As far as the deck analysis series is concerned, um, as I said previously, please make sure that you stay tuned for my upcoming ban list prediction video. Um, I think I've decided that I'm going to do it next week, probably Monday or Tuesday of next week. Mainly because it gets us a little bit closer to the ban list, and it gives me a little more time to look over, what I definitely think should be hit, and where I think they should, where I think they should. What am I trying to say? Like whether a card should be limited or semi-limited. It gives me a little more time to think about, well, if it's limited, is it going to hurt it too much? Or if it's semi-limited, is it not enough? Or, does this card just need to be banned in general because it just creates an unfair advantage? So yeah. Um, like I said, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, make sure you stay tuned for next week's ban list video. Probably not going to be putting any videos up until that point. Um, I'm actually relatively busy at the moment. I have a lot of things that I need to get done. But like I said, I was gonna, get these videos up for you guys, so I decided to do that. So yeah, like I said, guys, of course, make sure you stay tuned for the ban list video, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, YouTube.